On to race number 5 then, and the 5th at Happy Valley on a Wednesday night is a Class 3 contest, and over the 1,200 metres, headed by Breeder Stars, a 5-time course and distance winner. Victory Machine, runner-up last time out behind Red Desert, that was at Shartin. Planet Star, course and distance winner, 2 starts back, down to Jolly Conversions. It's a 2-time course and distance winner since March. Those were in Class 4 though. This is Class 3. Very Rich Man, a roll forward from Barrier 3, down to Valiant Dream, who's an odds-on beaten favourite. That was in Class 4 company, 2 starts back, and last time out, tries Class 3 for the first time. Most Beautiful has been up at Chung Fa. About a month he's been up there. He came back on the 20th.
Pace should be solid here. Very Rich Man, Planet Star are both horses that have been getting up on the pace for particularly this season anyway. Victory Machine, another on-paced runner. Zero Hedge is not going to give away a good barrier and be too far back, so those others will have to work to cross him initially, and that'll generate some speed, which should give those back in the field a level playing ground.
E-Generation pulled up lame at his last start. He's only beaten 1 horse home in his 3 starts to date. But look, he's coming to Happy Valley for the first time, and his track work looks like he's picked up a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how he does go. The son of I Am Invincible, E-Generation. Mr. Picasso always sweats up in the mornings, or normally does. He was okay here this morning.
Cool, calm and collected, Paul.
Yeah, it was. Blinkers go back on him as well, so quite interesting there. Barrier 5, Vincent Ho aboard.
Looks a picture.
And Valiant Dream, he comes here to Happy Valley now for the first time, but he has trialled really well here back in April, and he goes really nicely as well, and I think he's quite a smart horse.
All right, yeah, we'll have a look at his efforts in a moment. We'll start off, though, with Victory Machine. Now, this is at Shartin over the 1,200 metres where he drew barrier 10. He's got barrier 10 again. The Shartin 1200 starts a little bit more forgiving though. I
had him in this day, but I haven't got him in at the Valley. I think that's the difference, the race courses. He doesn't do well at Happy Valley, but he does at Shartin. That's what the record says anyway. 11 starts at Happy Valley, won 4th. Shartin, he's had 20 goes, he's won 5 and had multiple placings. He was alongside some nice horses here. Silver Fig failed on the weekend, but I still thought he ran fair. So I'm going to leave him out because he's coming back to the Valley.
Yeah, I threw him in just because he's back into a bit of form, and I don't think this is the overly strong race, but you're right, his record doesn't look good at the Valley.
All right, record for Planet Star, though, does look quite good at Happy Valley. Let's hear from his trainer, Paul O'Sullivan.
Paul, Planet Star for a 5-year-old. He's in career best form, isn't he?
Yeah, no, for sure. You know, he's really sort of picked up the last sort of 4 or 5 months, and he's found his niche around the Valley over 1,200 metres. So, but he's been a very consistent horse.
What's been the key to him to getting him going as well as he is?
I think physically he's strengthened a lot. You know, he's always a pretty light frame sort of horse, and he's muscled up a lot. And as you say, he's probably just starting to reach his peak.
Drawn 8. What are your thoughts heading into Wednesday night's race with him?
Well, he's going to go forward. You know, whether he can cross him from 8, we'll just have to wait and see. But he'll be going forward from the barrier, and he sort of seems to be the type of horse that likes to be on speed and just keeps rolling.
After Sunday, it's been a good few days for you. Nice to see Chicken Dance win as well as he did.
Yeah, well, it's nice to come, you know, bring a horse back next year that's got a bit of potential. But he's pretty raw, and you know, there's still a significant amount of improvement in him, I think.
Nice to hear the story behind the name of the horse too.
Yeah, well, Patrick and his granddaughters, I think, coerced him into calling it that. And as they say, that as the song goes longer, the dance gets quicker. So that's how they came up with it.
There you go, confirmed. Chicken Dance. All right, but on to Planet Star. Looks like he'll be rolling forward. Valiant Dream we'll look at now. This was his last start effort at Shartin. He was favourite, 1.5 favourite for this on the back of a win the start before course and distance.
He comes in with a lightweight here. He comes to Happy Valley. He's trialled really well, hit the line strongly at their trial back in the early April. He's only had the 3 starts, and when he did win down that straight 1,000, he was very, very impressive. So 1,200 at the Valley looks good for him, and yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's a nice horse going forward. First start at the Valley is obviously a bit of a query, but yeah, he's one to include, that's for sure.
All right, and Mr. Picasso, we saw the track work. Here's the trial. His record here at Happy Valley is 1 course and distance win so far from 10 goes.
Yep, it's very good first up though. 7 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds for Mr. Picasso, and he does go in fresh. He hasn't raced for 4 months. Thought this was a nice, cosy little trial by him down there on the rail. He was a bit sweatier this morning than he was in that piece of track work that Paul showed. I like him. Blinkers going back on. I think he's been well placed here by David Hall. Going in on the fresh side, I expect him to run well.
Does go well fresh. Yeah, the thing with him is see how he looks in the parade ring. Yeah.
All right, OK, that's Mr Picasso. Valiant Dream favourite, Liverpool.
Yeah, I've got him on top, and I like him, Valiant Dream. I think with this really light weight, he can win this. Victory Machine's in good form. Breeders' Star, he's second start back in Class 3. He's another one going nicely from barrier 6. And Zero Heads, like this track work up in Chungfa. 12, 2, 1, 11. Yeah,
I looked at Breeders' Star. He's one I'm feeling a bit awkward about leaving out of the tips because he is capable in this type of race. I ended up going with Mr Picasso Fresh from Planet Star. I'm going to make Jolly Convergence the long shot because I think there'll be some pace for him to run at. And he has actually been going reasonably well this season. He's not, I might have missed the boat with him winning already a couple, but I think he can potentially fill the frame and add some spice to the exotics. And Valiant Dream's a nice horse on the way through. So 8, 3, 7, 12. All
right. Yeah, Valiant Dream for me as well. I think Paul summed it up. Lightweight. Form looks pretty solid as well, and a good trial there at Happy Valley. That's race number 5. Next up for us is the feature race. That's race number 6, the Manawa 2 Racing Club Challenge Trophy.